This is Peter Ross. Tonight, in this continuing series of ours, our very special guest this evening, the director of the New Research Society, Dr. David Craig. He's going to discuss tonight the psycho killer. We'll turn to that right after this message.
Did you tell Ted it was black tie?
You talking to me?
Did you tell Ted it was dress?
Bears his name. Dr.
Oh, I told him it wouldn't be chili and lemonade.
And scientists in the United States.
At least you got your president
from around the
straight.
world.
What?
Working alone and in
Never mind, forget it.
quietly paving
What, darling?
breakthroughs so
Forget
dramatic
it.
and exciting as to boggle the mind.
Look, Lee,
Because of them,
if you're out of there in 2 minutes, I'll make you an extra dry, giant-sized martini.
That's a deal.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
today
that
in
you
our
can
series
hear.
on the increase of violence in our society, Dr. David Craig is going to discuss the psycho killer, the mentally ill murderer who cannot be held responsible for his crime. Now this homicidal schizophrenic could be most anyone. A next-door neighbor, a member of your family. It could be you. Dr. Craig, what was it Aldous Huxley said about schizophrenia?
The plague of the 20th century. Schizophrenia is much more widespread than most people realize. 1 out of 100 persons is afflicted with this mental disease. Most of them not knowing what's wrong. It can strike without warning, and no man is immune. About 1/3 of those treated are helped by psychotherapy or psychophysiology. At our institute, we're conducting a controlled investigation involving the use of biochemistry in the treatment of certain schizophrenics, in the hopes of increasing the percentage.
Doctor, you say that 2 out of 3 schizophrenics don't recover.
You'd better hurry, we're late.
What happens to them?
But the second one is harmless, but unable to cope with society. Unfortunately, the third one could become dangerous, not only to himself, but to others as well. Too often you read about the dangerous schizophrenic after he has murdered someone, suddenly, without warning. And very often, the very person closest to him.
Lee, hurry up,
Doctor,
please,
this is
we're
indeed
late.
most interesting. I'm also aware
You don't want to have,
very
darling.
interesting
Meet Ted.
on this subject that we
Okay.
can turn to in just a moment.
I'll join you after I see the president.
Darling, hurry. No sneaking any more than martinis, okay?
Rogers, do you think the incident in the Middle East will cause a conflict?
Right this way, Mr. Rogers. The president's expecting you.
Sorry, Mr. President. I'll come back later.
Lee?
Yes, sir.
Come in. I've been waiting for you. Joe, would you excuse us for a few minutes? No, leave that on. Feels relaxing.
Yes, sir. Kill.
Lee, we alone?
Yes, sir.
About Operation Olive Branch. Is it definitely set?
Definitely. At least the two main parties are agreed, sir.
Good, good. Secrecy. That's our key to success. Absolute secrecy. Only you, Freeland, and the Vice President know the details. Even the CIA isn't in on it yet. Timing is vital. A simultaneous announcement by each leader on a specific date.
Kill.
1 week or 2 weeks before. What do you think, Leland? Leland?
Because he was best man at our wedding.
Miss Ransom, Mrs. Rogers, Ken, Ginger.
Hello.
What do you say we get off the free wins?
Well, I'm glad you could come.
Oh, so am I. I didn't know they played music like this at a presidential reception. It's groovy.
What did you expect?
A military band playing Stars and Stripes Forever.
Tom Phillips Sousa?
Something like that. Oh, Ted. Ted, is that John Wayne? Oh.
I don't know. I'll tell you when he walks. Anyway, I prefer Raquel Welch.
I should hope so.
Where's Lee?
With the president.
Name dropper. What now?
Is that who I think it is?
Well, if you think it's the vice president, it is.
Oh, I feel so naked standing in front of him without my protest sign.
Oh, Ted, there's Lee now.
Well, wait here. I'll get him. Hey, big shot. The president more important than me? Made it. My first state function, thanks to you.
Well, thanks to your work on the space program. I'm glad you're here, Ted.
Hey. How have you been?
Oh, fine, just fine. And you?
Great. And Kim looks fantastic.
Oh, you seen it?
I just left her. We were talking while you were with the president. Well, how is he? Oh, the president of the United States. Well, you were just with him, weren't you? Hey, Lee, is anything wrong? Well, come on, the ladies are waiting.
Ted, 1 minute, please. Please. I need your advice.
Who asked for it?
I'm afraid it's more serious than that.
Oh? Well, have you seen the doctor?
Oh, it's not me. It's a friend.
What, has he seen a doctor?
No.
Well, that's my advice, Lee.
Well, he's afraid what a doctor might discover.
Your friend, what does he think he has?
A brain tumor.
Why? Does he have headaches or something wrong with his eyes, something like that?
No.
What then?
He has hallucinations. He has nightmares. Ted, things are happening to him that aren't real. He keeps hearing a voice that tells him to do things. Terrible things. Terrible.
Kill.
What things, Lee? Lee, what does the voice tell him to do?
And this was the scene yesterday at an informal gathering where the President and First Lady were greeted by a most enthusiastic crowd. There were those from all over Southern California, as well as the entire state. They traveled from as far away as the Atlantic seaboard. When the President and the First Lady were seen first out in the garden of their estate, the President, it was noted, was wearing a white jacket and blue slacks. The First Lady was dressed in a dark blue, delightful summer outfit.